My nan was my childhood. She was like a second mum, and that is the best way I can describe it. She was a mum to me as well. I feel like it's been quite a trauma to me. I definitely lost my solid person in my life. I lost that person. Me and Nan used to phone like every day. I don't remember a time when I didn't phone her. If it wasn't for her, I don't think I'd be who I am now, definitely.
The relationship, even from an early stage, you could tell they were very, very close. Grandparents' relationships are strong anyway, but Libby lived with them for many years, and it was a very special relationship. It was another mum.
Where I was looking after her, I don't think I saw as much decline because I was just there constantly, so if it didn't, I didn't notice it as much. But then when something sudden would happen is probably when it hit me more. One of the memories that I can't get out of my head, which does annoy me, that I wish I could, was the night that she had the fall. Actually it was the morning that I knew, because this was the last fall that she had, and I was with her on the Saturday. My mum was away, unfortunately, but I'd left like maybe for 2 hours, and then she'd had the fall. And it wasn't until the next morning, and I even think it's like 9-10ish, that her neighbour rung me to say, like, she's had a fall, we've called the ambulance. I can't even remember waking up, to be honest. I think I just got in my car and went over, chucked some random clothes on that were there, jumped in the car and went over, and the moment that I saw her on the floor, I just was like, this is it. I was like, this is it. There's no more memories.
Yeah, that was a real challenge, wasn't it? Because that was probably coming close to the end anyway, wasn't it?
Well, it was, yeah. There were like little things that were happening, like, because her heart skipped beats, didn't it? And there were moments where it'd like pause. She'd have these moments of, she'd be sat at the dining table and would suddenly like just, there was like nothing around her and she'd just fall forward, and I'd be like, what the hell's going on? Obviously there to catch if she did, but then she'd just ping back as if nothing happened. It was just like, I'm sure this doesn't, and that only started to happen towards the end, and I was starting to think, you're struggling more now. And she was getting more open about talking about not wanting to go into a care home and all that. It was like, you're starting to think about this now. And she did say to me that she knew that she was getting to that point. Like, that's when we started to plan what she'd have for her funeral and the clothes and all that stuff. So there was definitely, that last year was the
That's right, she organised the party as well, didn't she? Yeah. And told us where we were going to have it. Yeah.
She had to know, obviously.
Absolutely. Yeah. So that last year was the kind of crunch time, because you could see everything was going wrong in the body, wasn't it?
Yeah. I'm someone that likes to keep very busy, occupied. I can't sit down, and everyone tells me off for it. But it was at a point where if I wasn't sat down, I'd be really stressed and crying, and my skin got really bad, and then it was just on top of each other, really. And then it was kind of like, hang on, right, something's not right here now. I need to talk to someone.
Yeah.
And that's when I spoke to my dad and Nikki about what do I do, and they mentioned the counselling and that they'd help me with it. Looking back at it, I definitely think talking to more people would have been a good thing, rather than I'd get worked up and then it would be a release, rather than having like a constant communication with people, or feeling like asking for help was okay, and it was. Like, you're allowed to ask for help.
Your mum and your stepmother and your dad, kind of, you've thrown things at them a bit more as well, haven't you?
Yeah, I've definitely spent more time with them, and they've helped me, like the counselling and stuff. Like, they were the ones that were like, if the time is right, maybe, and support me in that, which is amazing. But it's just learning who to talk to now. Is it the Samaritans? You can text them?
Yeah.
I think I did that when she was very, very ill, but there's no relationship. So you could text on one night and then you text 2 nights later and they don't know what you said previously, so you'd feel like you went back and forth. So I think it's important to try and seek something that is a constant. What's been a real help is my boyfriend, my friends, my family and my counsellor. It's been a real good extra help to have someone that's outside of the kind of situation to talk to.